So this is a quick introduction to the idea of giving feedback on written work. Google Docs is a really nice way of both collecting student work, keeping it as a running record of how students are going, and then also giving feedback. And we talk about feedback as being the idea of where we can sort of ascertain, get some evidence of how students are going, and then sort of suggest reasons how they can improve and close the gap, and talk about success criteria. So in a Google Doc, it's pretty easy. So we set these up in economics, so the kids are submitting coursework, sharing it back to the teacher. We have a folder of the kids' work, and over time, this is actually several pieces of coursework. And you can see, I share a class with someone else, so together we can both provide comments on student work. And the commenting's nice. You can click on a word, come up to the menu at the top, and insert a comment. And what it does is it gives you this little thing on the side. Alternatively, I can click on a word, Command Option M, and it brings up it's kind of a really quick shortcut, so Command Option and M brings up the same menu really quickly. And if I can type in a comment, so I can talk about, just playing a bit facetious, be more precise about this term, and I can leave that as a comment. What I hope the students do is, if I have several comments down the page, I hope they come in here and do a couple of things. They can either directly change or make a tweak here, and if they make the tweak, they can resolve my question and they can say it's been done. Or they could suggest, they can say in here, yes, I kind of agree that I've made this comment, or does this still make sense? And it can be a thread, it can be a continual discussion. When everyone's happy and it's been done, we can all click resolve, and the comments are being done. So as the changes occur to this, they also get sent an email updating them. What I think is the most powerful thing, and so once we upgrade our computers to Mountain Lion, which is the next version, we have this other option. So just going to add a comment. So I'm talking about kind of a general comment about this paragraph. So my same Command Option M brings up my little thing. I can also click on the function key to get what's called voice recognition or dictation in Mac. Twice, and I get a microphone at the top. So what I'll do is I'll just demonstrate how it works. Perhaps this is a good point to talk about the Keynesian perspective, and then contrast this against the view that economies will self-regulate. And so you can see what it's done. It's recognised my text. There's obviously a few little errors. The beauty of it is that dictation will improve over time. It will pick up the nuances of your speech. I have a New Zealand accent. It's a bit hit and miss sometimes at picking my accent. If you have a British accent, it's nearly perfect, and it will improve over time. So if I like this, I can just kind of click. Comment, it leaves it as a comment there. So voice recognition is just a really easy way. I can add comments up here as well. Just on a word. Perhaps this is a place to talk about inflationary expectations or consumer optimism or pessimism about the future. And then some of those are quite complex words, optimism, pessimism, and it's all picked them up fine. So I can press comment. Then perhaps a rubric to give kind of more formalized feedback. So down here I've got a little gap in my document, so I can jump to a rubric that I've created before, and I can paste it, hopefully. There it goes. So I can paste this through. So this has got my criteria down the side. This is just from the IB. And then I can highlight to particular levels perhaps, use my commenting function, and then I can voice over the top and add some dictation. So I think your diagrams are really clearly labelled and perfectly accurate. Your explanation, I think, could be a bit more deeper and more precisely tied to the text and then also the graph. See, it's nearly got it. It's struggling with some of the words, but I mean, that's nice, kind of a simple way to give some feedback based on a rubric. So hopefully that was a good introduction to some ideas on just giving feedback using Google Docs and Dictation on your Mac.